So yeah, the more and more I live in this country, the more and more I realize how the government is more and more ridiculous every year, every day we're alive. Did you know that on top of paying taxes for everything you buy, everything you own that could be considered property, like your house or your car, your paychecks, and your taxes at the end of the year, you also have to pay for your very identification, even though you were born in this country and you're a U.S. citizen. Oh, and guess what? The second it expires could be the day it expires, or the day after it expires. It's no longer valid. You're no longer who you've always been your whole life. No matter if you have your social security card, your birth certificate, or a passport, or even a valid student ID. Oh no! The second it expires, it's no longer valid. That means it's seen as a fake ID because it expired. Can you imagine this bullshit? I have been turned away for cashing a check, for opening a bank account. I almost didn't get a job because my ID is expired. And it's not that I regularly keep expired ID, but it just expired. And this shit's hitting me all at once. Can't do this, can't do that, can't do this, can't do that. Because my ID expired, I'm no longer a legitimate U.S. citizen whom I've always been my whole life with the same name, same face, same body, same everything. You're going to screw me over for an expiration date that you programmed. And the government gets away with this. Every 6 or 8 years, or however long your state issues your ID, the second it expires and you don't get a new one, boom, they're saying you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do this, you can't do that. You're no longer who you said you were. I know I'm not the only person who's pissed off about this, so please share your thoughts. If you know, just like I do, and you can agree that we already pay taxes on everything we buy, every bit of property we own, every check that we make from a job that the government did not help us get, and we don't work for the government, and yet we have to pay for our own identification too. And if you don't have that ID and it's expired, you can't do shit that you're used to doing. I'm pissed off, and this is bullshit. Tell me you people feel the same. Go ahead, comment, listen in, say what you gotta say. Can you believe this is the country that we live in? The bullshit that we put up with? I mean, my whole idea is if they're going to require us to have IDs and constantly prove we are who we say we are, and they're going to hold us accountable to the expiration dates on them, then they should issue those IDs for free every year when they expire, or every 6 or 8 years. It shouldn't be coming out of our pockets. Everything else already comes out of our pockets. So go ahead. Tell me how you feel about this. I'm listening.